Alright, so I'm back and in the new place now. I'd show you around, but it's a just total mess at the moment. Lots of work still need to be done. So anyway, hopefully I'll be able to get together enough to do a review on the iGear Seeker tomorrow. Really hope so. Tuesday at the latest, I'm thinking. But I just, it's Sunday night, and BotCon is now completely done, so I wanted to do a review-ish on the stuff that we saw from BotCon. And hopefully most of you guys have seen all that stuff, so you'll know what I'm talking about. And I'm going to give you, rundown of majority of the stuff that we saw and my opinions on the stuff. So yeah. I wrote down everything. So first off, there's the BotCon exclusives that came out. Pirates versus Knights. And for me, most of the box was kind of like, I mean, it's just, nothing in it was really that appealing, with the exception of Scorponok. He did look really good, but currently, the Scorponok's going for about $250 by himself, and the set's going for over $5. So that doesn't look like it's going to be part of my collection anytime soon, because that's just crazy. I mean, I can't afford $250 repaint of an Energon Scorponok. As cool as he looks, I might just get the Energon Scorponok, use him as a stand-in for now. Let's see what else. There's Pounce and Wingspan, which, they were repaints of the Prime Viacon and the Prime Air Viacon. Both look pretty good. Not exactly what I want, because, Pounce was a cat and Wingspan was an eagle. So car and jet, probably pass. And they're also going for about $135 right now. So, kudos to BotCon. They did a set that seems really popular with the fans. So that's great. There was Flame War, which was black and red Decepticon repaint of RC, I believe. Again, that's not something I'm interested in, and the average price on that one right now is about $120. So there was Shock Rock, which was a repaint of the Transformers Collector Club's Rampage, which I will definitely pass on, because I wasn't that big of a fan of that mold to begin with. Brimstone, and he came with Brimstone. Now, the Brimstone is a Generations Shockwave, more accurate Air Raid repaint of into the Cybertron Brimstone coloration, and that actually looks pretty cool. If I could, I would pick him, but I can't, because that set's going $115, and for random repaint, for one figure I don't want, and then the other figure that's like, he looks okay, yes. And then there's Alpha Trizion, something like that. I want to say Alphatron, but it's spelled like Trizer. And it's the Lion from Transformers Prime, and he comes with Ape Link Again, and then that set's going for about $200. Again, that's not something I was very interested in to begin with, so I'll pass on that too. So, reveals that we got from the movie. Nothing really too new and interesting. There's a box set of Autobots. There's a box set of Optimus and one of the Dreads. And that just, they're all just kind of like, eh. I mean, it's the same stuff that we've already seen. So, nothing really too thrilling. One thing that got a lot of interest was the fact that Lockdown does have a gun face mode, which, okay. I'm sorry, I do enjoy the movies. I'm not a huge fan of the movie Toys, but gun face is not really something I'm ecstatic to see in toy form. I don't want to even see it in the movie. I prefer them to hold the guns or have it part of their arms or something, or replace their hands. That I'm okay with, but no. Then there's the Transformers Collector Club exclusives for next year. We got a Croc, who's a retool of the Generations Bomber Megatron, and that's a pass for me. Doesn't seem too interesting. Serpent OR, he's a G.I. Joe Cobra repaint of the United Rat Bat figure, and no. Zap, which is a repaint of Generations Bumblebee, and that's a just no. Tarantulas, which was a repaint of Junk Heap, one of the Junkions. You know, on one hand, it kind of looks interesting. On the other hand, I'm so not impressed with their work on their Rampage or their Transmutate. I spent $110 on that set. So, and Rampage is a character I love. So Tarantulas being a character I kind of like, I don't think that's going to be something I'd be very interested in, unless they announce over the next couple of weeks that they are definitely going to be redoing all the pre-Beast Wars stuff. Then count me in. But until they make that announcement, I'll pass. And then there's Nacelle, Nacelle. It's got the thrust wings, but the regular Seeker body, so it doesn't have the cone head. And that one's probably going to be a pass for me too. It just, it doesn't seem that important to me. And then there's the G2 Starscream, which I'll probably pass on too. It doesn't hold my interest that much. And the main reason is, I really like these guys, the new iGear Seekers. So I am definitely going to be selling off my regular Seekers. So if anybody's looking for the Ace Seekers or the Elite Seekers with the Guilty Hunger add-on kits, I sold off their missile launchers and I don't have their instructions. But if anybody's looking for something like that, let me know. Or the BotCon last year Rainmakers. They're loose, but I do have all their instructions and tech specs saved. So if anybody's interested in something like that, just let me know. Maybe we can make a deal. If not, I'm probably going to put them on eBay later this week when I have time. If I ever have time. If I can find them. I just moved, so that's why I didn't have a video up yesterday. But yeah, I'm going to be replacing everything with these guys. So I'm hoping that they do a Rainmaker set. And no, he doesn't come with the Decepticon logos, but it just looks better on the wings. So that was it for the Transformer Collector Club stuff that was announced. Cloud, this was actually announced a couple weeks ago, but they more or less just confirmed it. We will be getting a Voyager World Shockwave from the Voyager World mold, which no, I'm not buying on it. It's a good gimmick, it's a good idea, but it's just not for me. But we are going to definitely get the hot rod from the Springer mold. I know a lot of people aren't too thrilled about that, but I am ecstatic, because I think that mold definitely does hot rod more justice than the Classics mold does. So I'm definitely gonna get him, and I think they're only they're only going to be like $55 or something like that a piece. If they come in a set and $110 or something like that, then I'll have the Shockwave. But more than anything, the hot rod definitely going to get. Then they also did the San Diego Comic-Con stuff, and again, this stuff was kind of announced before BotCon, so just kind of rehashing the announcements. I really didn't. First day of BotCon, I was watching all the news and stuff about it. I really wasn't expecting a whole lot, but it does get a lot better than this. So, San Diego Comic-Con, we're going to be getting the Dinobots, 4 of them, with an ARC playset in G1, in the G1 decos. That is going to be pretty cool. I may not buy them, but I know a lot of people that are really happy for it, so that's really cool for you guys. I prefer G1 bots with G1 color schemes, personally, but sometimes you just gotta take what you can get, and so yeah. And then there's the I think they're called the Knights of Cybertron, which is a deluxe Soundwave, the Deluxe Generation Soundwave, Deluxe Generations Megatron, Deluxe Fall of Cybertron Jazz, and Deluxe Fall of Cybertron Optimus in hair metal style. And they even have hair, and I mean, that looks awesome. I don't know why it looks so appealing to me, but it does. I probably won't get it, depending on the cost. I mean, if it's not that bad, then I probably will, but I mean, I was just like, what, why? But it's pretty cool. So I mean, I gotta give them props. So that actually looks like a cool set. Looks like a fun set. Pointless, but fun. Then the big stuff. So the Generations, they showed more pictures of the stuff that we already know is coming, like the Legends Acid Storm, Leader Class Jetfire, stuff like that. And we also saw Masterpiece Sunstorm, which is going to be Toys R Us exclusive, and the Masterpiece Prowl, which will be a Toys R Us exclusive. I'm interested to see what the cost is on Prowl. See what happens with that. Might be kind of cool to if they release all of them in a cheap set, or something like that. So that, yeah. But now on to the stuff that we didn't really know about. Some of this we did, but so for the Legends, Nemesis Prime, which is the repaint of the Legends Optimus Prime, obviously. Awesome. Looks great. I probably won't pick it up because I have no point to have a little Nemesis Prime, but cool nonetheless. I really hope that they're not going to lose their steam with this line by doing all these repaints right off the bat for the next set. Then there's Cliff Jumper. All the news was saying that it's supposed to have a new head, but it looks the same as Bumblebee's head. So, I'm not sure what's going on with that, but maybe it's just, we're just going to render this out right now so you guys can see potentially what it will look like. Alright. But if they do give it a new head, or even not, I'll probably pick it up because I do need a cliff jumper in that scale. They're doing Thundercracker, cool but pointless for me. Wind Charger from the tailgate mold, and I know Tailgate was originally a repaint of Wind Charger, so it works. It's not that great looking because I have the Scout class Wind Charger from Reveal the Shield, and I absolutely love that figure. But I can understand why they would do this, because there's going to be a lot of people that didn't get the Wind Charger because of the whole it was canceled before it was released, so very few people got it. So yeah. And then Power Glide. I'm Don't let me down, Hasbro. You showed it to me. Do not fail me now. It looks amazing. It looks everything like I wanted in a Power Glide figure, and as I've said before, he's one of my favorite mini bots. Him and Cosmos. So I've got the Cosmos. Now I'll get the Power Glide, and I'm gonna be so happy. He just looks great. I would love to have him in that scale, and Eye Gear just doesn't seem to be. I mean, they announced last year that they're going to be doing a Power Glide and Wheelie, and also Bumblebee and Cliff Jumper, but we've not seen anything from that since then. They've seemed to put all their focus on these guys, which is a good thing, because these things are. I don't want to give too much away from the review, but these things are absolutely incredible. I only got the Starscreams so far, but I'm definitely going to be picking up more of them. Anyway, moving on. Bombshell. Legends class Bombshell. That's 2 of the Insecticons, so hopefully we get a kickback in the scale as well. Very, very happy about this. Let's see, let me pause this video a second. So yeah, Bombshell, and it looks great. Looks like an awesome figure. Again, I really hope that this line doesn't get canceled, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 repaints that are leading the waves. And that doesn't really sit well with me that much. Really hope that we actually get to the point of being able to see these guys. Anyway, moving on. Deluxe. RC. Looks great. Looks like G1 RC. Absolutely incredible. I do really like it. I'm definitely picking it up. I'm very surprised because there's also Chroma in the same line, and I really thought that we're going to see RC and then repainted in Chroma, or vice versa. But the RC is an all new mold, and then the Chroma is either a heavy retool of the Prime RC, or a new mold that's based on that design. And that would be cool either way. Looks good. I probably won't get it because I don't think she was. No. She might be in the show. I'll have to double check on that. If she's in the show, I'll definitely pick it up. If she's not in the show, then I'll pass. But she might be. Because I remember there was that whole episode about Finbots. Anyway. And then, with the RC, I'm sorry, Mastermind Creations, but this RC looks great, and it's going to be $15. I would have picked up yours when you first teased it, but that was also a long time ago, and we haven't really seen much since. I know Piog just did a review on it on the test shot, which means it's like 6 months out. Anyway, and then they said that there's also going to be a lot more deluxes coming out next year, later this year to next year, but they didn't show anything off, so we'll probably see more at the San Diego Comic-Con, which I'm excited for. And I mean, it looks like they're really pushing it now. They're really pushing it. Voyagers, Brainstorm. Looks like I'm going to be selling my Toy World Brainstorm here, because this Hasbro Brainstorm looks pretty good, and he does have the Headmaster gimmick. So If he sells well, I'm sure Hasbro will start making more Headmasters, which will be really cool because if I can spend $25 on a Hasbro Voyager Headmaster as opposed to $100 on a third party, $75 to $100, I'd be pretty happy. Prime. There's a new Voyager Optimus Prime coming out, and I don't know how I feel about this. On the one hand, he looks pretty cool because he's big, he's bulky, definitely looks like he can take a lot of damage, but he's also he's almost like Hulk size. I mean, he's wide and thick, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'm interested to see the repaints because there's always going to be repaints. I'd be really happy if they decided to do like a Motor Master with him, or even a Nemesis Prime with him. If they do a Nemesis Prime with him, I'll probably pick that up and use that as my Nemesis Prime, or Scourge. Hopefully, if they do any of those, it's going to be just a regular store release because I'm tired of having to hunt down Nemesis Prime or Scourges through collectors clubs and stuff like that. It's kind of crap. I wish they would just do standard release with him. Enough people would pick him up, I'm sure. And then the big boys. Leader Class Megatron. I think he looks incredible. He looks very, very much like his G1 self, even though he turns into a tank and not a gun. I'm very excited. He looks great. I think he's going to look really cool next to the iGear Seekers. And I keep pulling these guys out. And I think he's great. I'm very excited. I'm definitely gonna pick him up. I know he's gonna be a little bit bigger than my Optimus, but I don't care. I really don't care. He can be a little bit bigger than my Optimus. Maybe I'll pick up an Orion or something again, and then they'll be equal size. But he just looks incredible. And then they're retooling that Leader Class Megatron into the Leader Class Armada Megatron, which is cool, but at the same time it's not quite accurate. I know he's still has a shoulder cannon on his arm mounted cannon on his arm and not on his waist like it's supposed to. But other than that, it looks pretty cool. But I kind of wish, I did enjoy that toy. I did have the original Armada Megatron and the original Armada Galvatron. I did enjoy the toy. I thought he looked great, very intimidating, but he wasn't very poseable, which was my problem with him. So I kind of wish that... I think he deserves his own mold, because he really, really shined in that series. But I know that they just kind of got to do what they got to do, but I mean, they could have done... Well, they're probably saving like the G2 Megatron for like some sort of exclusive, I'm sure. So yeah, that was most BotCon. They also said that there's rumors 2015 is going to be the year of the Combiners, and I guess there was a silhouette of Superion. Very interested to see where that's going. Hopefully it actually goes somewhere and not just, oh yeah, we're doing this, and then it never really goes anywhere. I mean, honestly, I love TFC toys. I'm really enjoying their figures right now. But even if they're like the Fall Cybertron Bruticus, which was a pretty decent figure, not great, but he was pretty good. And I've said that before. I think it had its faults, but maybe they learned their lesson from him. But I'd be very interested to see what Hasbro puts out, because ultimately, if I can spend $75 on the full combiner as opposed to, hundreds, $500, $500 to $600 on a combiner, I'd be much more happy, and I'd be able to buy a lot more of them. So we'll see. Hopefully. They didn't show any promo pictures of that, so San Diego Comic-Con, I'm sure we'll get more clear images of the figures that are coming, and then maybe some more of the deluxe figures that are coming, but maybe that's why they haven't shown the deluxes, because they're still working on the combiners, but I'm very interested to see where the combiners fall in. Maybe we'll see some promo pictures of them by San Diego Comic-Con, so I'm pretty optimistic. I wasn't really expecting all of this really awesomeness. Very excited. I'm definitely picking up most of the stuff that they've announced when it comes to the Generations lines. The movie lines, probably not. But when it comes to the Generations line, definitely I'm going to be picking up almost all of them, except for some of the Legends. But I think it's really awesome. Really good time to be a Transformers fan. So I'm and again, like I said, if anybody's looking for the Ace Seekers, Elite Seekers, minus their missile launchers and instructions, but with the Guilty Hunger add-on kits and the BotCon Rainmakers, let me know. Maybe we can make a decent deal, so I can avoid eBay fees, because I want to sell them to use the money to try and buy more of these guys, because these guys are cool. I'm keeping Acid Storm because I want to keep the size scale going, size comparisons. So yeah, that's exactly. I'm keeping him. So yeah. So if you guys haven't seen the promo pictures, definitely go to cybertron.com. That's where I get all my information. And I know there's other fan sites out there. I don't mess around with them because I found cybertron.com years ago and I've enjoyed it. So I'll stick with that one. But anyway, if you haven't seen them, definitely go check them out. It's absolutely incredible, some of these pictures. I know a lot of people are complaining about Megatron's legs being kind of spindly, but I'm okay with it because that's kind of G1 toy accurate. He did have, from the front, they look pretty thin and spindly. From the sides, they're like just the sides of the hilts of the gun. So yeah. So it's Sunday. It's about 10 o'clock Sunday night. I'm going to try and get this video up as quickly as I can. I haven't tried out the new internet here at the new place. So I'm not sure how well that's going to work for me or not. So hopefully this will go up tonight, and hopefully I'll get the Starscream up tomorrow. Like I said, a lot of work still to do to get to that point, though. So cross our fingers. Tuesday at the latest, though, for the Starscream. So I do it right now, but I don't even know where my desk is, to be honest. I mean, I recorded as many videos last week as I could, and was putting those up while I was moving. So finally I got everything in, last of it up here Friday morning, and then I spent all day Saturday. Well, I had to work, but most of the morning on Saturday fixing things up and trying to organize it. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get some more stuff put together and be able to get some reviews out, because I also got the Headstrong, GFC's Headstrong, and I also have the RC, the RC from the Collected Club. I also have the Razor Claw as well, who is really, really big. I mean, he is massive. He's about head tall. See, he's my head tall. See, get what I did there. I'm really tired, and I just painted a big section of this room, so I'm probably stoned out of my mind. So that's probably not a good thing. So I think I'm gonna open this window and turn the fan back on, and then move my camera equipment to another room and start uploading videos. So I got this weird taste in my mouth too because this paint, all this paint and stuff. Yeah, I think I need to find another place to sleep tonight. Fun stuff.